Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we are going to be working on the Corolla. Yes, you guys heard it. The Corolla. We are finally gonna go ahead and start working on her again. I don't know how long it's been that we haven't done anything to the car. I remember I got her running once, and after that it just didn't want to start again after installing the stage 2 Piper cams. So she ran for a little bit and then stopped, and now it doesn't want to go over 178 RPMs is what it's reading on the dash. But today's video is either going to be a great success or a really big upset, and that is because if the car does not start, we're selling the car. So yes, that's going to be really sad for the channel because that's literally the car. This is the car that pretty much started it all for me, is the Corolla, and she is, sadly, if she does not start, she's gonna get sold, which I understand because, you know, it's a money pit right now. I mean, we're trying to figure out all these issues. We're trying to diagnose everything. We don't understand what the hell is going on. We do know that we started getting this issue whenever we got the harness. Once the harness got put on, we started having all these issues, and this is the Fuel Tech harness. So yeah, this one is pretty much what's causing it to not read, because whenever we had the factory harness, everything was fine. She would start. Yes, it wasn't perfect because, you know, the car wasn't tuned or anything like that, but it would start just fine. But then as soon as we installed this harness, that's when we started having all the issues, or so we thought was the issue. So what I'm going to be doing right now is taking off this harness, because the new harness should be in here. New to us harness, but it's really the factory harness with the ECU. So yeah, what we're going to be doing is taking off this one to then go ahead. I gotta have to remove the turbo kit and everything like that just to go ahead and get everything off, and then, you know, go ahead and start trying to take it out from there, go inside the car, take it all off. But once all of this is done, I'll go ahead and, yeah, so like hopefully, you know, the cluster is put back on. Here's the factory cluster, because we need to use, you know, everything that we need to go ahead and plug the computer back in and use the factory cluster. And we might just stick with this one actually, because we're gonna go ahead and sell this. The Fuel Tech 450 is gonna get sold. Oh man, I'm gonna miss it just because I really love the carbon fiber base for it, and I just like the dash. The dash was really cool too. But it's okay. At least we could do a comparison if we keep the car and hopefully she starts. We could do the comparison video from my dad's old XRS to my XRS, so we could see of how the 0 to 60 was from when he did. I don't know if you guys ever saw that video. On his channel, he has a little like 0 to 60 from his Corolla, and it was just like spinning, and then bounce to 60 miles an hour. That was pretty cool. That would be pretty cool because now we got the cluster again back on, the factory cluster. So yeah, without further ado, let me go ahead and start taking off the harness and everything I need to do, get it loose, and then hopefully the new harness arrives shortly, because it should be around, what time is it? I can't see the time. Give me the time. It is 10:45. Okay, so around 12 is usually when they come and drop off the thing. So yeah, let me go ahead, hopefully get everything done so that way I can go ahead, run everything through, not plug anything up because I still need the computer. But once all that comes in, Dad can finish the rest. And then the clutch came in for the matrix, so finally I get to do that as well, is put the clutch on for this one. I got a stage 2 clutch, so yeah, now we can get rid of that stupid throttle bearing noise, which is really annoying. But yeah, without further ado, just go ahead and start taking off the harness. Quick little update, most of the harness is now off. I just finished taking off the ones from right here. Right now I gotta get under the intake, and for that I gotta take off the turbo itself and remove that so that way I could reach into it. But yeah, this guy is gonna go up for sale now, and yeah, we're not gonna need any use of this for no more. So yeah, almost there. Now I gotta do is just take off the turbo kit, remove all that. Gotta get under there. I have the block offline for it. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, update for you guys. Turbo is officially off. There she is, sitting right there on the side. Let's go ahead and put on the matrix. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, turbo's off, and I got the return the oil feed line right there for the turbine, and then the return line is down there as well. But yeah, look at this. This little reverse thing for ours broke off. Rest in peace to that guy. But now I got to get the rest of the harness, which goes into the car, off. It's gonna be a little bit of a trouble to get, and then I need to get all this off from underneath here so I could get that off as well. But other than that, everything is coming little by little. So yeah, can't wait to go ahead and take it off. Update. So currently power is all the way over here in the front of the car. Look at this, all the guts of the car spilled out. That's crazy. So I just finished taking out obviously the power wire going straight to the battery, because the battery got removed to the back over here where the passenger seats used to go in the back. That's where the battery is at. Had to run all through the side of the car from the front just to go in. But yeah, I got that off. Now all I gotta do is just try to unplug the rest off. The intake is loose right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just get loosen up the throttle cable, take off the throttle cable. But I do not know where I put the adjustable wrench at. So I have that. Oh, found it. There it is. I was looking for it for a good like 10-15 minutes. But okay, so let's go ahead and loosen up the throttle cable. This thing is, I have to do everything manually since I really don't have any electric tools. Dad took them all to work. So all the tools that I had here are now gone. All right, we got that loose. All right, let me put the phone on the stand. Alrighty, there we go. Let's zoom it in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. All right, yeah, I need the both hands for this. Everything is getting stuck. All right, let me go ahead, get a plier, try to break that hose loose because it's tight. It's on there pretty tight. And this is where my journey ends, because I don't know what to do for the rest. I already know all the front stuff is done, so once Dad gets here, all he has to do is just remove everything from over there. I don't know how he set it up, how he brought it in or pulled it in, so I'm gonna wait for him. I'd rather be safe than sorry, because this harness is gonna get sold, so no, I don't want to mess it up if anything like that. But yeah, all of it is completely off from the front regarding driver's side and the engine bay. Now the only thing he has to do is just take everything off from the inside over here on the passenger's floor, which has a lot of wiring or like little modules like that put up in. So none of that, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I don't want to mess nothing up. And I know we have some wires coming underneath the center console, so yeah, I'll wait for him to come so he could do that. Rather, like I said, rather be safe than sorry. And then from there, well, I stop here and I'll wait till Dad gets home now. And I had to move the Corolla out the garage so I could get more room to open up the passenger door. And because I was planning on bringing in the Matrix to start getting her ready for a stage 2 clutch upgrade. So yeah, but yeah, we'll wait for Dad to get here. Once he gets here, we'll continue on with the video. So I'll see you guys whenever he gets here. Father is now home and he is slaving away at the car. There you go. Hello, Dad. I didn't see him come home because I was working out with the dog. I had her running around the neighborhood. You guys want to see what Dad did? Look at the Elantra, the poor Elantra. That was Dad. Look at this. He weight reducted the rear end of the car. Oh, the poor rear end of the car. And not just that. Look, he hit a tire. And now the front of the car got messed up. Oh, the poor Elantra. Alright, here's the update for you guys. Harness is almost complete. It already got ran in from the inside and now out. All you gotta do is just connect the fuel injectors. Put on, you already did? Mm-hmm. Alright, I know the coils are plugged. All I gotta do now is just put the intake manifold on so that we can route everything the way it's supposed to go. Put this hose back on where it's supposed to go. And then figure out where the rest goes. And then the feed line for the turbine. And yeah, almost there. So that way all we gotta do now is just go to the inside and then make sure everything works. Huh? They're not connected yet, but we gotta connect that too. And then yeah, that's it from there. But can't wait. Hopefully this stuff works. The steering wheel is locked, so I gotta get the key. I don't know where the key is at. But yeah, so So hurry up, get this, cause it's getting dark outside. But we got this light, so it's okay. I mean, it's Friday, so we get to make as much noise as we want now. All right, we're gonna go ahead and shut it. Put the jump box on. It's on. Everything's on now? Oh, I see the light on. Wow, who knew that? We tied the bolt on the alternator and the starter. We'd get power. Zzz.
Yeah, we don't have any other power. Like we got power though,
but not on the
cluster.
And you connected it up?
Hmm?
You connected the cluster?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're just gonna have to run everything to the. I mean, it shows there's power.
There's definitely power, but
It's just not showing up. Oh, there you go.
Go turn on the wipers.
Oh, so now wait, which one did you turn on? The accessory too?
Yeah.
Okay. I forget. Now try starting it. Holding the clutch.
Okay.
Hey, you just.
We got back contact. We got a back contact somewhere.
Where we're at?
Probably the ground or the
ground.
Power.
It's not power. It might be ground. I'm gonna just stand up here and make sure there's no leaks. Cause
Nah, it ain't gonna start. You're not gonna start anyway.
No, yeah, but like if
but,
you.
You still.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to roll up that window.
Try starting it either way.
We got no power.
No? I'm getting a type of the mosquito hawks.
Hey, what the positive? You know it's not the positive.
Hey, I don't know. I told you it was in the positive. Power. Try starting it. Stop. Look what you're doing. Gonna ruin the car. It is currently the following day and we already did some things. That is, the turbo kit is now back on, or just the turbo itself actually, because the turbo manifold was always on. But yeah, turbo is back on now. We already just plugged in the turbo feeding line, and the return line is now connected again. I made a little bit of a mess down there, but that's okay. It's not like I pressure washed the driveway or anything like that. But all right, so everything is good up here. Now now I gotta go ahead and put the throttle cable on again. So I'm gonna route it underneath all this. So that way it's not too much in the way of anything. And then, matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go this side over here. You know, I'll just mess with that in a little bit. But yeah, so right now I gotta go ahead, connect the throttle cable once again. And yeah, up here, everything is bueno. We did the dad's working on the fuel. Right now it's connecting the fuel pump again to now the harness. And then we gotta finish up connecting everything else up here. So that way we could go ahead and try to give it the first startup. Hopefully, fingers crossed, she starts. And the issue was the harness. So let's see if everything goes great, because I don't want to get rid of the car. We don't want to get rid of the car. She's awesome. Like I said, she pretty much was the reason that YouTube was created, and we don't want to lose the creator of it. So, but if it does come to that, well, I mean, we got the Matrix at least, so I don't have to change my username to from 2ZZJan to whatever engine the Elantra has. So yeah, at least we have another 2ZZ, which is the Matrix, but we still don't want to sell the Corolla. That's the goal, is to not end up having to get rid of Trixie. So yeah, let's just hope she starts. All right, quick update for you guys. So everything is now officially set up here up front in the engine bay. Everything is good to go. Now we are going to be over here. Dad's going to be finishing up what we got to do, which is what? Just connect the battery? Yeah. All right, well, let me just go ahead and do that. It's right here. All right, yeah, make sure nothing catches on fire. Put this guy on. Oh no, I gotta do this with two hands. Look at that. Back to the factory cost. No more pretty carbon fiber. Just one big piece of plastic with gauges. Oh, look at that. What does this say? I want to get one of these again for the Matrix, so she's gonna get one as well. Huh? Grab it. Let's go grab the jump box for the first startup. All right, let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in and hope for the best. All right, jump box is officially on, and
Hey, the fuel gauge works.
everything works.
It's reading fuel.
Oh dang, it was actually pretty low. All right, let's see. We'll make sure there's no leaks up front, because we did just go ahead. Go ahead. What's it reading? Same thing?
It's not reading RPM, so. Is it reading fuel on the fuel gauge?
Let's see. Do it. Yeah, it's reading. It's reading. Huh? It is at 340 psi. So it's not reading RPMs. Where's that sensor at? Alright guys, so we called up a friend of ours who is also experienced on 2ZZs. Chadai built.
Shout out to Chadai.
He's the one that made the turbo kit for the car. So we called him up and he said that an issue could be, where is it at? This guy right here, the crank sensor, right? Because apparently the car also reads the cam sensor. And it reads it as the, it could be reading the cams, but in reality it's not reading the actual crank itself. So let's see if that was the issue. Dad was like, if it is the issue, he'll be happy, but then also pissed off because we took off the harness for the fuel tag and all of this, and we did the struggle to take off the harness. But let's go ahead, give it a shot, and let's see. Turning on the jet. It sounded more.
Unfortunately, it's not.
Alright, I'm gonna pass the phone to Dad. Here you go, Dad. Tell them what you're doing.
Oh, we're trying to look for spark. So we got the coil on ground here. Let me know. Go. Dale. Nope. No sparking. Alright, hold on. Alright, try it again. It is sparking. But not all the time. Look at it. Alright, there you see. Like it's sparking some. You can see the spark, but it's not all the time sparking. So what the hell?
Could be the coils. Just start. We wanted a start. It doesn't want to start. Alright guys, it's currently the next day. Bill is here with us.
Shout out to Chadai right here.
Shout out to him. And guess what? So one thing was the spark plugs were super dirty. Super freaking dirty. And Dad was messing around with the timing because, well, he was like, let's double check the timing because he never thought timing was the issue. Since the car previously did start and I drove it around for the week. So now she finally starts. Let's turn this jet on. Key is on. And she starts. I gotta lower down the idle because I do have the little nipple up a little too much, but I'm gonna lower that so that way I could drop the RPMs. But so yeah, now I just gotta adjust that so that way the idle goes down because it's pretty high. And yeah, so we could get the cam noise again. Let it go.
I don't know if I think the actual cam noise that we had is because the tune was so honestly, that's why it sounded like that. Now that it's running on stock ECU, though, it doesn't even sound like it got cams.
Shit is revving up to 2,000 RPMs. But yeah, she finally starts. You got safe, Trixie. You're not getting sold. And then I'm not getting carbon mirrors or the seat or my wheel back on the Well, I'll just buy all that again for that one. But yes, she stays with us, so we are not losing the one that built the channel for us. So she stays home and safe. Sorry, Mom, you're not seeing this car gone. All right, bye.